I was doing what this room called containme. But as you can see, this is on tryhackme today. It's not on hack the box. So as you can see, like the machine is still running. I have actually just gone through it, but you can see I haven't gotten the flag, which we shall find out at the end. Yeah, I think let me just show you what I did here. So for starters, of course, using tryhackme, you normally connect via the what? OpenVPN. So here, I ran the port scan using rust scan, which is this command. This is the command I used. That is the command I used. So I got two ports. I got port 80 and then port 22, which is of course going to be the SSH and then the web application. So as you can see here is the SSH and then the web application that was running Apache. So after that, I just went straight and like looked at the application. It was just giving me the basic Apache screen, like the basic one. So from there, I just felt that I have to do I have to do the directory busting. So when I came for directory busting, I normally use FAF because I think it's faster than GoBuster, though GoBuster works fine as well. So I was scanning for these extensions. No, I think this was the first one I did. The second one I did was I was finding these extensions. Yeah, so after checking for those extensions, I got info dot php and then index.html, which I came and then checked here. This was info.php. It was just giving me the basic information on the application running, and then as you can see here, I have index.php but not html, but index.html was there. But then I just said sometimes people do, it's called security by obfuscation, like you hide in plain sight. So I just changed the extension from html to php, and this is what it gave me. So it's just listing actually the three of them here. So when I checked the source code for this one, I found this line that was saying where is the path. So of course I know this is a CTL, and I just say this is of course supposed to be a clue. So I went and I played around with it, took some time, but then I came to this one at the end where they are just showing me, like, if you can see here, I'm just checking this path as as a parameter, or as an edge, as like an endpoint. So I checked that, and then it was listing for me like the directories here. I think you can see them. So after that, I just said, there must be something here. So I opened up Burp Suite. Last time I didn't have Burp Suite open, like to show you guys what was there, but today I have it. So after passing it through Burp Suite, as you can see, it still gives me the same things. But now, one thing I have learned, like with the time I've done a lot of CTFs, you have to always try to enumerate these headers. So from here, I changed from the get to the post. So I'm going to show it to you here. When I changed from get to post, it gave me back this, and like it removed it eliminated like the directory listing. So I thought that was like interesting, like an interesting find, and then I went ahead and tried to run and check here if like there are any applications. I think you can do one just straight here. It's the same. If I pass it down here and pass it up, it's like there's nothing different. I think if I pass it from up here, let me just do one. I normally don't, because this is like a review and not a walkthrough. If I try this and then I put like which bash, of course which bash, like just to see what bash is running, but I have to do URL encoding. So on Babsuite you just highlight and then you press Ctrl U. So my machine is still up. I hope it will bring the results fast. As I was doing it, the machine was actually getting very slow. I don't know. I think I'm going to show you guys what happened at the end. Yeah, if I run which bash, it was just giving me this. So meaning there is like some sort of command injection, like I'm running commands on the machine. Yeah, so after that I came and like tried to get, I saw here as I was checking, just doing the same thing if there was wget installed on the machine, and it was there. So from here I tried to just run. No, before I did that, I actually tried to like run the reverse shell code, like just straight on the terminal, like just getting a reverse shell from here, something like this code, and then running it, but it failed, like it wasn't running. So what I did, I think from here, from up here, I used what MSF Venom to generate a payload that I would upload onto the machine. As you can see here, I set my L host to my local machine, and then the L port, and then the format, and then the name. Yeah, that's just what I did here. And then I got it, it got generated for me. Then I started the Python server. So after getting that Python server, I came here and used wget. I think I can what? I can change this one. I think I just use Control U and do. I want to reverse it from what? But this is URL encoded. I think if I just highlight it here, you can see the actual command without the encoding. Yeah, so I was just downloading the code that had been generated from MSF Venom, and then uploading it onto my target machine so that I could run it. So that was successful. Then here in the next, I was just checking to see if there's what been uploaded successfully. So as you can see here, the directory listing is back, and then the file has been what uploaded, shell.elf. So the reason why from here, I think if you see, you upload to what? To /temp. Normally on Linux machine, /temp can be written to, like by almost all users, rather than maybe if you try to upload it in home or in a particular user, like you might not be having the permissions to do that. So we normally use what? /temp. So from there, I made the application, I made it executable. I think from here, I think I use Control-Shift-U to reverse this. Yeah. So anyone familiar with Linux will know that this is just changing the permissions to make this file what executable, and then actually running it. This second part runs the file. So after running that file, I got my reverse shell here. If you can see, I had started my listener on port 9001, which is the same as the port I had specified while generating my payload. So after that, I got the shell code. I stabilized my shell using Python. So now here is where like the difficulty starts in. The room is rated medium. So medium depends. I've done so many tryhackme rooms that medium depends. Sometimes medium, you find the room is rated medium, but it's actually very easy, and sometimes it's very hard. Yeah, so as I'm just giving like an overview of this room. So I came here and then I was looking for SUID bit sets. After that, I found this file which is like standing out from the rest. Like this is not a file you normally just find. So I went to this directory. From there, I changed to that particular directory. I changed there, and then I tried to the file is here. The file is here after changing to the directory. And then I tried to see if we had strings. Strings is like, for example, if you run strings on a program that has been compiled, the strings command will get the human readable text from that compiled thing. But strings wasn't installed. So I tried to get head of this file just to see if it was compiled. Yeah, it was compiled. Like this is not human readable code. So I tried running the program. Of course, you can download this file and then try to like reverse engineer it, like decompile it, and then you read, like you go through the commands, but I didn't want to do that. So I just tried like to manually just test to run it and see what will happen. So from here, I tried to run the command, and it was just printing for me this. So I tried to use -h, which is normally for help, like if you're running programs on the terminal. It just gave me this thing that you wish. So I was like, now what can I do? I spent some time here, like 15 minutes, just thinking what could I do without doing anything but thinking just what. So I tried to just run it with this user root. and then like it was saying unable to decompress. The room was breaking midway, so I was trying to, like, it was lagging. I don't know if because it's like an old room. Let me actually see how long, like the days it has been up. It is 12:51. That's about what, 4 years. Yeah, it's like an old room, so I wouldn't blame them for like having the room lag. But you normally don't want a room to lag. So after that, I ran with Mike, because before I'd run it with root, and I ran it with Mike because that was the user that I had found up here. When I went to home, to CD home, then ls, I found this user Mike, so I just said let me try Mike, and then it gave me shell as root, because this is like a host one. So after getting this root, but this root wasn't like the actual root, because I went to slash root and there was nothing for me. So I came here and then I did ifconfig, because some of these rooms, like, you do pivoting. Now pivoting is a concept whereby let's say you've gotten an initial access onto one computer, and then you're trying to move onto another, either laterally or vertically. Lateral movement is like you're moving from one basic user to another user. Like, let me give an example. You're in an office, you have a user called, let's say, Andrew, another user called David, and then the administrator, like the network administrator. Andrew and David are like basic users. So if I move from the Andrew machine to David, that is lateral movement. And then if I move from Andrew upwards to administrator, that is what, the vertical. So like you're pivoting in that sense. So here I did ifconfig just to see what network I was on. I saw this one of, like, this is Ethernet. It's just some basic port, and then this one is the one that was what more interesting to me, this network. Yeah, so after that I checked, there was no nmap installed here. And then another thing is, for example, now that we have no nmap here, if you try to like send your nmap that is installed on your machine onto this one, it will not work. It will not work because it doesn't have like the necessary packages that come with it. So for that, I went here, I googled just static binaries. Now these are binaries that have already been compiled, like it's totally compiled. So I downloaded this one for nmap, and they're normally bigger than the usual nmap we use, like the file size is bigger. So I downloaded that onto my machine, and then as you can see, it was here, and then I started the Python server always, and then I transferred it from my machine to this target machine. So after that, I made it executable. As you can see here, we have already seen how to change permissions. I can't say fully, but we have looked at it a little bit, yeah. So I changed the permissions, and then I scanned that entire subnet. I think this first command was incorrect, but then we scanned that entire subnet /24. So from there I got two machines. I got this one, 172.1620.6, and then I got the second one, which is like my current machine. If you saw like the ifconfig, we were on what? We were on this one. This is our IP address. So we had to like transfer. So we're moving from this machine onto this one, .6. So that was here. Where was it? Yeah, and then another thing, I think I haven't said it. When I went to /home/Mike, there was the SSH. He had the SSH directory, and his private key was there. So I just had to use that private key to log on to this other machine of Mike using this command. So the -i specifies that you're providing a private key. Most times if you provide the private key, you are not asked for a password. Sometimes you're asked if the private key has been encrypted with the password. So here I think I made a mistake. I was trying to like log into my same machine, because this was our IP address. It was a mistake on my end. I actually didn't get it. I was so much into it. So I came back here and then tried with the other IP address. So it worked. So here the machine was lagging. I was just somewhat frustrated as well. So we got onto this machine, and then like there was nothing. I didn't even know what to do. So I checked for some of the running services. I didn't get anything. I checked for SUID bits, I didn't get anything. So basically I failed to get the flag, but the room is old. So I went online and then I checked like what people were saying, and they were like, some other guys were complaining that they couldn't get, like they couldn't find a way forward, like they couldn't move. They couldn't like move onto and get the flag. As you can see here, the flag that is wanted is this one, but I couldn't get it. I think it's because the room is old. The room is very old, and yeah, and I think even the user has like been off the site for like the person who created the room, yeah, has been off the site. So that's just basically it. Sometimes these CTFs for like especially the older rooms, it might not work out, but still I have learned like a lot of things, and I hope you have learned too. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you've watched till the end, most people don't watch till the end, but thank you for watching, I appreciate. And please check out my YouTube. I think I'll leave the link in